everyone, today we're going to talk travel accessories. These are the key items that whether I'm taking a road trip or flying on an airplane, these are the items that always come with me. We do travel a lot. The last few years have mostly been road trips, which are nice because then I don't have any kind of packing constraints. I can pack as much as I want. I don't have to worry about toiletries or things like that. I just load them all up. But prior to 2020, we took a lot of airplane travel requiring trips, maybe 2, 3, sometimes even 4 times a year. So I do have some pointers for you. Don't forget to check down in the description box where I have listed everything in the order in which I'm talking about it here in the video, as well as with links. So if you want to explore more or use those to shop, of course you may do so. Okay, let's start with just a picture of my current luggage set. I did buy these pre-pandemic, so they have been on some airplane travel. They've been on a lot of road trips. They are fabulous. And these are the iFly FiberTech hard-sided, that's hard to say, hard-sided luggage. I am a huge fan of hard-sided luggage. You do not need to buy this exact set, although I love mine. Very lightweight, very budget-friendly, lots of fun colors as well. Works great, the wheels turn, the handles come up and down, all the things you need, but I love a hard-sided suitcase because you can stuff twice as many things in there. That can get a little tricky if you are doing airplane travel and you have to keep it to 50 pounds or less, and in that case, I recommend you do get one of those at-home little hand scale things. I'll put a link down in the description box to the one I have. But if you're not worried about weight constraints, you can really shove a ton of stuff in these, in each side of the clamshell, so to speak. So I love mine. I have scuffed them up a little bit and I've had those scuffs removed just using a little magic eraser. So they look brand new, but they have traveled all over the United States. So I absolutely love them. More recent addition to the luggage collection is this guy, all folded up. It does not look like much. This is a garment bag, but not just any garment bag. Once you fill it up and you zip it up, now it's a duffel bag. So I only zipped up one side so you can see what I'm talking about. So it has the handles like a duffel bag. It has the padded shoulder strap. It has this outside pocket, but when you unzip it, it has, of course, the part to put, the actual long garments in, but then it has all these extra pockets. I've got my Apple AirTag here in case we lose it, we can track it down. It has pockets and elastic sleeves on the sides. Once it's fully zipped up, it's hollow on the inside, so you can actually open this up on this end. Just imagine it's all zipped up. And you've got this giant pocket to fill things up. So you can put so much. I'm just going to insert a picture of the folded up duffel bag so you see what I'm talking about. You can lay out suits and blouses, fold up a dress, all the things. My husband used it on a recent 7-day cruise. Between that, a backpack, and a very small wheel-on carry-on bag, that was all he packed for 7 days. And that included suits and a blazer and multiple pairs of pants, shorts, all the things. It was so impressive. And it has really changed the way I look at packing dressier clothes. So I think we're gonna buy a second one so that I can have one too. Now, along with that, I do recommend the air tags. I'll link to those below, especially if you're checking luggage. It is a great way to track them down. God forbid they go on their own journey without you. These are invaluable. Luckily, I have never had to use them for that, but we have 5 of them, and we did put them in all of our suitcases when we went on our cruise, because when you get on a cruise, you hand your luggage over as you board, and then it meets you at your room later that day. So luckily they all showed up, so it was a non-issue. Along with that, you still want to use some kind of luggage tag. I'm going to insert a picture of the ones that we have. When I first purchased these, they only came in pink, so I only put them on my bags, but now there are multiple color options. And what I really like about them is they're attached with a kind of like a steel or some kind of metal cable. So I'm not saying that they're impervious to a wire cutter, but they're a lot harder to get off your luggage than if someone tries to just rip off a piece of leather. It does have a place for you to put your name, contact information, but that is also covered, so it's not out for the whole world to see as it's going down the conveyor belt. at the airport or something, and you have to actually open it to take a look at it. So your privacy is maintained, but your identification is still in the bag. So I really love these luggage tags, and I think these would make a great gift for anyone who loves to travel because they're a little bit unique. I'm a huge fan of pouches. I love having things collected and contained. Now, I'm not talking about packing cubes. I'm actually not a huge fan of packing cubes, but I do like travel pouches, specifically for things like chargers, electronics, documents, and these are super old and I cannot find where I got these, and I needed more of them. So I recently purchased some new ones and I like these a bit better. This is the full set, and you don't have to get them color coded. They also come in just black on the top, but you get this tiny one, and you can put, like, imagine that you're going to the beach and you want to throw a few things in your bag, your driver's license, a credit card, your health card, whatever. These are definitely water resistant, if not waterproof, and they expand quite a bit. So anyway, it comes in this size, and then you have one size up from there, and then from there, this size, this longer one, great for cables, orange ones, I'm not done yet. We have these slightly larger ones. These are great for cables and travel stuff, but also maybe passport, airplane tickets, documents that you need to keep on hand. You can fit in some sunscreen, bug repellent in some of these bigger ones, wet bathing suits, your toiletries. All of this is in that one set. It's a great value. I think it's under 20 bucks. So definitely love the travel pouches. I think everybody could use these. They can just be used for so many things, and I love that they are completely flat until you fill them up, and that they're also water resistant, and you can color code all the members in your party with different things. Let's talk about tech, since I brought up cords and such. So let's start with the newest things that I've just added. Because of the recent cruise we took, I realized I needed a few new things. So one of those was what I call an outlet extender. We basically had one outlet in our entire suite, so we needed some extra places to plug things in. So I purchased this guy. So as you can see, it's a 3-prong outlet here, and what I like is that it rotates, so you can put it in the outlet and then rotate it so it leaves the other outlet open for other plugs. But across the top, you have 2 USB ports and a USB port, and then you have 2 regular 3-prong outlets here, 2 on this side and 2 on that side. I also like that it's nice and compact. But on top of that, I also realized we needed some kind of extension cord, because that one outlet was on the other side of the room, nowhere near the bed. And these days we all travel with a few things that need to be plugged in. I have my phone, my iPad, my Apple Watch. Okay, those are 3 things. So that's it. Also, sometimes I have a camera that I need to charge, all the things. So I like to have those things right next to me on the bed. I read from my iPad. You don't need to know all that. Anyway, I found this guy. So I have had other ones, but this is fabulous because, first of all, it's flat. I'm always thinking about packing and making things easier. So this little donut guy is flat. It has 3 standard 3-prong outlets. It also has, again, the 2 USB ports, 1 USB port, and then it has this very long cord that does wind up. You can wind it up around here, but this cord is 15 feet long. This is going to be a game changer the next time we're stuck with one outlet in a hotel room on the other side of the room. It also comes with this nice little Velcro cord keeper if you want to contain it a little bit better. So I love that. But let's talk about a few of the things that are in here as well. This really only pertains to if you have more things to charge, specifically if you have an Apple Watch. I love this. This is a travel, well, it doesn't have to be, but I use this as my travel Apple Watch charger. The actual charger part folds flat, so there it is. Now it can be used as an alarm clock on the side of your bed, and I love that the cord fits inside this little slot. So again, easy, compact, you don't have to worry about cords getting all over the place. Also, because I do like having my phone next to my bed, and at home I have it sitting on a charger stand so I can see it at night. Same idea. This one folds flat. It's not specific to an Apple, an iPhone, or even a phone. You can rest an iPad on here. It swivels around. This swivels around. So you can fit a phone lengthwise, portrait remote, whatever. But the nice part, folds flat. I personally just always have all the cables I need for all the things that I travel with separate from the ones I use at home. so that I'm just good to go. And I always pack an extra one of these guys. You just never know when I call them bricks, but I guess the actual plug, you never know when you're gonna need one of these. So I always have this in a bag. If you don't need that giant 15-foot long extension cord, you want something a little more compact with the same concept with multiple USB ports and outlets as well, I will link down in the description box to the one I've been using for years that has now been replaced by what I'm gonna call the big round donut. Now, the next items are more beauty, fashion related. So if you're not into any of those things, I understand you wanna click out. Thanks for coming. But for the rest of you, let's walk through a few of them. First of all, I guess this isn't specific to gender, but I personally am an overpacker and I'm proud of it and I am not ashamed and I'm not gonna stop overpacking. That does mean that generally there's never enough hangers when I reach my destination. And one of you, and I wish I could remember who it was because this was genius, said, Marnie, stop schlepping your hangers from home. They take up far too much space and they break, and they do. Go get the foldable ones. I was like, what? There are foldable travel hangers? Where have I been? Yes, there are. I bought, there's 24 of them. There are 2 bags of them. These are genius. Now, these don't have the pants clips, but who cares? Because we're good. These are foldable travel hangers. So you undo it like this, and these are good enough for kid-size clothing, but then you keep going, and now it's for adult-size clothing. And you even have the little divots here to hang, you know, so that stuff doesn't fall off the hanger. I think this is brilliant. Of course, it folds all the way up. Tiny and flat. You can tuck these on the sides of your suitcase. You can stack them in a corner, squeeze them wherever you find space. Absolutely genius. Again, thank you to the subscriber that suggested these. I wish I could remember your name to give you the proper credit, but just know I am eternally grateful. These are amazing. Okay, now more specific beauty type stuff. So this is my favorite toiletry bag. For some people, they use this as their makeup bag and their toiletry bag. I've mentioned I'm a little bit extra. This is just skincare for me. This does come in other colors. I've talked about this before if you are not new to my channel, but it has this nice outer pocket. I usually keep my scrunchies and headbands here that I use when I wash my face, and then it unzips. There is a smaller version, but why? Why would, you know what, the smaller version would be good for makeup, for me, anyway. So it does have the hanger so you can hook this on a rod or a hook in the bathroom, and then it unfolds to 2 large zipper compartments, and then smaller zipper compartment at the top, and a smaller zipper compartment at the bottom. And as you can see, there are some things in here that I just leave in here. And if you're interested in a whole travel toiletries video, I can do that at another time. I will say Poo-Pourri is the recent addition, and I'm never traveling without that again. That was fabulous. Also, and I use these at home as well, these silicone mat pouches, if you're traveling with hair tools that get hot, and you know, you don't know if you're staying at someone's home or the hotel, what kind of vanity situation you have. You don't want to do damage to somebody's property, even the hotels, so responsible. So what's great is you can store your hot tool in it, and when it's hot, you can put it right in here. I mean, this is food grade silicone, even super 400 degrees hot, and it's not going to set fire to the, you can just throw this in your luggage and you're good to go. But what's also great is as you're using this, you can lay this on the counter, vanity, dresser, wherever you're doing your hair, and you can rest it on here as you're doing your hair, and you won't damage the surface underneath it. So this is great. Again, hot pink is not the only option. I just like this color. Like I mentioned, I don't always pare down for road trips, my toiletries, because I don't really have space constraints, but I still like to keep things manageable. So I have decanted quite a few things for home and travel into these airless pumps. I did label what's in here, even though I know what it is. It does make things a little bit easier, especially if the original container is glass and you don't want it to break, or you just want it more streamlined. And there are different sizes, especially for TSA rules if you want to have it carry-on size only. But I love these. I've put foundations in this. I've put all kinds of serums and liquids and you name it. And they're very inexpensive, and I can't imagine not having these, both at home and for travel. The last makeup related item that I have to recommend for travel is this travel makeup brush holder. Again, always comes in different colors. I do love this rose gold. It's great, it zips, keeps everything tucked away and protected. And if there's still makeup on your brushes, it's also going to remain in here and not get all over your clothes in the suitcase. But what I especially love about this design is that once you're at your location, unzip, fold this down, and now it is just a makeup brush holder that you can set down on a vanity, on a dresser, whatever, and get your brushes out and do your thing. So this is handy. One last thing I want to talk about has nothing to do with makeup that I should have brought when we were in the luggage category, and that is a good tote bag. And I love tote bags. I'm constantly on the search for the perfect tote bag. There's a brand that I love. It's called MsGoldgirl, and their whole design is around this nylon, very lightweight fabric, and all their bags are made out of this. And I personally love this one because it has a lot of outside, it has outside pockets on each side here. It has a little pocket right here. It has another, it's little, but it's not. I mean, it goes almost the whole length of this bag here, but then this big guy can either be one giant exterior pocket that has a snap, or if you open the snap and unzip the bottom, it's a luggage sleeve. And I feel like that is key. Yes, it has great pockets. Yes, it is lightweight. That's also very nice. But the fact that I can slide this right on top of my carry-on luggage and wheel this through an airport or wherever I'm going is so important, especially since I'm usually lugging a lot of other luggage along with it. It doesn't have a ton of organization inside. It does have some slip pockets here, and honestly, I think 2 zip pockets on this side, but it's like a bottomless tote. Like, you can just keep shoving as much stuff as you need in it, and because of this material, it's easily wiped down. Okay, now that's it. I'm wrapping it up. Time to put all this stuff away and get ready for the next trip. Actually, we're not going anywhere for spring break. We're gonna stay put. We've been traveling a lot in January, February, and the beginning of March, so we're gonna take a little bit of a break, but I do have some plans on the horizon. I'll let you know when that happens. As always, we will vlog any fun trips we're taking so we can take you along with us. If you have any questions about anything that I talked about here today or travel in general, please do not hesitate to ask down in the comments. I'll do my best to answer. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate the time you took, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.